What's up, everybody? Welcome to Untamed and Unhinged Reptile Podcast. This is my gorgeous co-host, Kristen. Wrong way. Kristen
Hi,
from Medusa
everyone.
Exotics. She's going to go ahead and give a little introduction of herself and where she's at. And drop your pages and everything. Kristen, drop everything.
Okay, what's
Like
up,
what you do.
everyone? What's up, everyone? I'm Medusa. I'm Kristen. I'm from Buffalo, New York. My TikTok name is the Gemini Medusa. Right? I don't think I have any other drops for that. Just the
You don't
Gemini
have
Medusa on
Instagram?
TikTok. No, my Instagram I'm dropping at 10K. So if you guys want my Instagram, make sure you drop my TikTok a follow, and I'll drop my
There you
Insta
go.
at 10K. But yeah, I'm from Buffalo, New York. I've
What's up,
been
Jamie?
keeping reptiles for majority of my life, but this specific collection here I've had for about 4 years now. The one that's currently in my house. I've got 13 snakes, a bunch of boa constrictors. I've got some corn snakes, some ball pythons, possibly IMG jungle babies on the way. I'm doing my first breeding ever. I just did that, so we're waiting to see if she has her babies. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then what you do? You make stickers, shirts.
Oh
You're
yeah, so
selling shirts.
I do like custom like vinyl embroidery, and I make like t-shirts, hoodies. We can do stickers, anything with like the vinyl cutting machines, basically. So we do hoodies, sweatshirts, crop tops, you name it. Anything I could print on any kind of fabric, anything. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's bring out Diana.
Okay.
And she is from Reptile Fur Mom.
Hey guys,
Hey, Diana.
Hi.
what's going on?
So go ahead and tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Diana. I go by Reptile Fur Mom on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok. I also make stickers, but just particular ones. I just started doing that, I think 2 days ago. I was like, hey, like I'm gonna make some stickers for my page. So I ended up doing that. I'm originally from the LA area. From a little city named Southgate. So shout out Southgate. Shout out Southgate.
Right. Southgate in the house.
Yeah, I'm currently up in Northern California now in the San Joaquin Valley. And I'm actually new to the reptile world, like reptile community type of thing. So I'm very thankful to be on here with you guys.
Welcome.
All right, welcome. You got like 16 people watching, so I hope they drop in here and be like, welcome. Let's everybody give Diana a welcome to the community. I'll let her know like she is welcome here.
Diana, so what was your first reptile?
So I think my first reptile was the bearded dragon I had.
Okay.
I had the bearded dragon back in like 2016, 2017. I currently don't have that bearded dragon anymore. When I got married, I like the place we moved to, like they just didn't allow pets, which is like the worst thing, when you kind of have to
Yeah.
with your pet. But now that we're married and we have our own little place, we're like reptiles back in the life.
Yeah, back in.
Yeah.
Back in. Nice.
Mhm.
When did you get married?
I got married in 2017, May 8th. So my anniversary is coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep up with chat. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Hello, Diana. It's Manny. Hey, Manny. That's what I was telling you.
Oh,
It's from
that's the
Denmark.
guy from Denmark.
Denmark. We got
She's
Denmark
she,
in the house.
she
I
just
wish
got
you
in
showed
here.
us.
She's
Oh,
already
wait,
going
yeah, I wish you showed
international.
us.
Oh, welcome, Manny. Welcome. I appreciate you for being here and supporting. This is
Yes.
awesome. It's amazing. Uh, I mean, it's amazing just to see the love that when we do get together and show support for others. Um, so,
Mhm.
how did you come up with the name?
So, Reptile Fur Mom, I basically came up with it because I do own reptiles, but I also have my fur babies, which, I've had them for a long time. So, I didn't want to forget about them. So, hence Reptile Fur Mom.
Keep them in the loop.
Yeah, keep them in the loop. And I post them too. Like, my cat is a character. So, he'll be in videos here and there.
What
So
kind
I
of
have a
cat? What kind of cat is he? Like a one of the orange cats, like a Garfield?
No, he's just an English short hair, which is like, they're the more common cats.
Right.
Yeah, but he's super calm, super chill. Like he doesn't harass my reptiles, nothing. I have a dog as well. He's a little Chihuahua mixed with a wiener dog. He's a little Chiweenie.
He's a Chiweenie. This is the second time. This is the
Yeah,
second time
he's
this
a little
week.
Chiweenie. Both of my fur babies, they don't bug my reptiles. They'll like sometimes like chill with them. So I'm very fortunate to have animals that don't fight.
Yeah, see, my dog's the same way. Like he goes right near their tanks. Like they'll like look at each other and like kind of like turn their heads. I'm like, I wonder what they're like if they can like communicate. You know what I mean? Like that unwritten like animal
Yeah.
language. I
Yeah.
feel like they're like talking to each other, like punking each other off through the
my
tank.
my cat punks my dog out. He's a little Pomeranian, but I mean he still punks him out.
Does he?
And my cat's name is
Look at
Bugatti.
all their
So,
ballsy though.
but he's a blue Russian, so I named him Bugatti. So short, I call him Gotti.
Little
Nice.
Patty.
I think cats are just naturally like alphas. Like some cats are like naturally alphas because like my cat punks my dog too.
A cat, does he do that like paw thing where he boxes?
No, but
He's
like
like,
Right.
if my dog is like near him and like breathing too loud or maybe just like wagging his tail too like around him too much, he will be like he'll look at him like back up, like you need
Yeah.
to back up.
you're in my space, bro.
Yes, you're in my space.
So before we go any further, Diana, did you have any shout outs? Did you want to drop yourself where people can find you
Yeah,
before I
definitely.
forget to do that?
Yeah, so you can find me on all platforms, basically just Instagram, TikTok as Reptile Fur Mom. Um, shout out to just everyone watching right now and just being supportive and just people who always lift you up, like people who've been supportive of my reptile journey. And yeah.
Yeah, that's what like the good thing is, like finding people who are like interested in the same thing and like support you and like are just genuinely like there like to see you succeed, you know?
Yeah,
So
100%.
how's that been for you though? Like just going through TikTok looking for people or anything. Have you ever had any negativity come your way or anything like that?
I think like how we were talking the other day, I think negativity sometimes just comes with the territory. But for me, personally, I haven't received any like crazy negativity yet. And I say yet because I know
Yeah, you
eventually,
will.
yeah, I know eventually like somebody's gonna be like, oh, da-da-da, like whatever. I have had just like one person, like as soon as I would post a video, like it like jump on the video and be like, no, like But I literally had to tell myself like this is like a platform where like the whole world watches you, like
Mm-hmm.
Talk, Instagram, um, YouTube, and there's always gonna be people that have like their little 2 cents. So I have to learn how to just be like, it is what it
Yeah, I've had to like shove it down too, just like
is.
It's
Yeah,
hard. It's hard. Don't get me wrong. It is hard.
yeah. So I haven't had like a really big negative thing, just that. But I mean, I say yet because I don't know what's coming.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you were like, it's been good. I'm like, it'll pop
It's-
off. I mean, I've like I haven't had like too many like crazy like bats with people, but like the ethical reptile community, like the people who talk on like breeders and stuff, like those people have commented on my things like
Yeah.
several times, but it was all things that like they talk on. Like I found that like a lot of people talk on things that they just don't genuinely know about, like what, like they don't know what direction you're going in, they don't know where you started, where you're going, you know what I mean? They think like what they see in front of them is it, and it's
Yeah.
like no, you have no idea. There's like constantly things evolving like every day in here.
Yes, you know what?
And I
I
love Kristen. She's like this other half of me talking right now.
I know, Chris. Chris,
for sure, but like I
you're
understand
like not the
what
only
you
one on here. I'm so sorry I let you like be on here by yourself. I will be on here from now on for on Tuesdays, guys. Tuesdays I will be officially the co-host. I'll be in my part.
She'll be in her part. Yeah, she'll be in her
My
spot.
place. I'll be in my spot.
And
Okay.
then hopefully Diana will be on next
Tuesday,
week and
Thursday,
as
strong.
a
Yes.
special guest co-host for Diana.
good, yeah. Oh my god, the sun is coming in my window.
Yes.
But
Oh, Chris, show those stickers, the holographic ones.
I'll show them off right now. Go ahead and ask her your questions.
I'm like, well, we're on Skippies.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say, do you think it's harder being a female reptile keeper, and like right now, starting off? Do you think it's like a different walkthrough? I guess being a female reptile keeper versus like the heavily industry, like male populated part of the
Yeah.
industry.
I think I mean I'm not intimidated that it's mainly males in the industry. Oh, those are dope. Those are dope.
Oh, these are mine. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But
snap.
the podcast ones, I like them better.
I
There
like
we
those.
go.
I like the podcast ones too. Those, yeah.
Those are sick. I love the
Mhm.
hologram.
Yeah.
They remind me of like old school like Pogs and like you remember
Right?
like the little Pogs.
I was
Yeah.
just big. Yeah, if you need stickers, Hognose Hubs got you guys. Go type in Untamed and it gives you like a 50% off or $15 off, one of the two. But yeah, just go over there if you want to order stickers. We'll talk to Nate at Hognose Hub. We got you.
Arc Adventure says, "Where's mine?"
Oh, I haven't sent his out yet. That's why. But yeah, I am selling sticker packs also for like $10. Anybody want a sticker pack? And the sticker pack is not little, by the way. So you're getting a ton of stickers. Um, what was the question you just asked her?
Oh, I said, does she think it's a harder transition to be coming into a like a I want to say male dominated, but it is very male dominated. I think there's a lot more males than females coming into like this reptile community. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm not like intimidated by it being like more male driven, but um I mean, I have seen though that it is more males, but I do feel also that there's a lot of more females that are taking interest in like the reptile community and of
Yeah.
course if I could learn off of, whoever it is, a male or a female. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not intimidated by it. I think I just view it as like, okay, this is a male with a reptile and I could learn from them, or it's a female and I could learn from both.
Right.
Mhm.
And do you classify yourself as a breeder or a keeper? Like,
I
do you ever and do you plan on breeding later?
so no, I think I don't personally I just feel like these are just like my pets, like they're just like, my family, like my little reptile family. I don't think I'm like I don't even want to consider myself like a reptile like how do I say it? Like they're just like my pets, you know what I mean? Like that's the way I view it and I'm thankful that everything I share does like coexist, or I don't know what the word is, like
Yeah. No, I got
so
you.
Back at you.
with the reptile community, but for me it's just like these are my babies and I do maybe plan getting like one or two more, but I'm not gonna be like I need 1,000. And I'm not bashing anyone who has a lot of reptiles. Like it's awesome, but like personally myself, I think this is like for me, it's just like my reptiles and that's it. Like my pets and that's it. So
Yeah,
I don't.
you got to start and end where you're comfortable. You know.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rick. I'm gonna throw you off right now. You ready for this? What do you think the fastest reptile in the world is?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. That I don't know. Maybe like some type of arachnid, how we were saying.
Maybe.
Maybe I don't know. They're pretty
But
fast.
but that's a arachnid. Isn't it a reptile? No, it's not. I don't
Sorry.
think so.
I think the lizard. It's a lizard. It's a lizard that runs on its feet.
Oh,
Oh,
Like,
the one that
the
okay, I know what
frilled
you're talking about. The one
dragon.
that
yeah,
yeah.
the back legs. I think it's that one. I'm not
I
sure.
think you're talking about the frilled dragons, right?
Yes,
They have
that
the
one.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, that
And
one.
you have a Euromasties though, right?
I do. I have a Euromastic, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have one like right now, or that was
Yeah,
a
I
long
do. I
time
have
ago too?
a Euromastic. It's been awesome having him. For a minute, I was kind of like, what did I get myself into? But um, no, like he's so chill. I honestly think that they're kind of like tortoises, but lizard form. They One thing I love about them is like they don't drop their tail. Cause like
Mm.
that one thing with the lizards, I know they drop their tails when they're freaked out. So for me, I was like, oh my gosh, like I've never had that happen. So when I heard like the Euros, they like don't drop their tails. They don't really even need water like bearded dragons. You know how they drink water. Euros get their water like from their food. So you don't even need to put like a water bowl in there. They just you could offer it, but all their water sources from their food. They eat like bird seeds, lentils. Like it's like it's
Really?
yeah, it's different. It's different. So they're kind of like tortoises. They're more like of a green eating lizard. And then like bearded dragons, what's it called? They eat crickets and things like that.
Hmm.
Girls, not necessarily. They don't really need that. They can live off of bird seeds and stuff like that. I was watching before I bought my Euro, I was watching like a lot of information about them, and I saw this guy. He basically said you could put like as their instead of putting sand or like rocks or whatever, you can put like lentils, bird seeds, and stuff like that as their source where they walk on, and they'll literally eat that. So he was describing it as like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where like everything in your habitat is edible except like your like their hideouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was so awesome, and they're fairly easy to take care of. You just need like the proper lighting. That's the only thing. Like the heat
Yeah, I
and
think the lighting is the only requirement for beardies mostly, right? The UVB.
yeah, but for the Euro, it's just like the heating. Like they need hot, like 120 basking thing, like on
So
the
kind of like a savannah, pretty
Hi
much.
everyone. Hi cat eyes.
yeah. So they're
Yeah.
native to Nigeria, so it has to be like hot. It has to be hot.
I'm gonna hold on. Let me take a little bit. I'm gonna shout everybody out in the chat right now because we got a lot of people in here. So you got like 20 people in here. So let me just say that.
You guys.
You got Phoenix Lap, you got Mitzi, you got Bohemian Exotics, Carissa, you got Cat Eyes, V Thorn. Thank
Okay.
you for being here, showing love. And then we got John from Arc Adventures. You got Angeles Zavala.
Angeles, that's my mom. Hey, mom.
Hey mama. Shout
Hey,
out mom.
mom.
Shout
And then
out
Sea of
mom.
Serpents, we got Stan. And then this, I don't know how to say that name. I'm sorry.
Oh, Donahi.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hi.
you know her too. And then of course we got Jamie. Is that Asia?
Yes, Asia. Hey, girl.
I'm just like all these people are like saying hi, Dan, and so and of
Yeah.
course you got Queen Phoenix. And I guess y'all are from Arizona. I mean, I just want to take a like a little bit of time right here to just show love to them because they're here showing love for you. So
Yes.
I'm sending the the troops out right now.
so
Yeah.
I have a question. So what is the best like reptile advice or like you got from anybody in the hobby? What is the best?
Um, well, I think one of the best things that I've seen in the community is like people just educating, about reptiles. And I think that that's also kind of like one thing that like my friend actually yesterday she was telling me like, hey, you know what, I've really enjoyed watching you like interact with your reptiles because like I kind of thought they were a certain way. So like definitely being educated on like the reptile you're gonna get, or like um just just doing your research before you get the reptile, because I don't know if it's happened to you guys. For me, like sometimes I'll be like, oh my god, like that's awesome, and I'm excited, I'm gonna jump on it, but then I'm like there and then I'm like, oh my god, wait, I need to like take a minute and then educate myself on like how I can really take proper care of the animal,
Yeah.
so I think that for me has been a lot like very helpful, like just being educated on like the type of animal I am gonna bring into my home to give
Yeah,
it.
and you also want to like try and I like get your like parameters and your tank and all your stuff like set up and like regulated like before you bring them home. You know, that was like that's always like a big
Yeah.
I like that. At least you took the time to be like, hey, I gotta take a step back. Let me do my research real quick, on
Yeah.
this reptile before I bring it in the house. Because
Yeah.
other people don't be like, oh, I just got this animal now. I'm doing my research now.
Yeah, just bring a bunch in.
Right. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
see.
it happens. It happens.
It does. I think like see for when you're little, like you just for example, like me when I was younger, I had like a little red belly toad or something like that
Mhm.
that I got from my local pet store. It was like $10. Like so I was like, oh, a frog. For me, it was like a frog.
Yeah.
It's a frog. And I had him and like I would feed him and everything, but like I didn't know I kept him in where you keep crickets? Like
The
there's
little plastic box
because
container thing. Yeah.
that's what they sold it to me in. So you think, that's kind of like what you're thinking, like, okay, I'm just gonna keep a frog in this little tiny little thing and like that's it. But now and it was funny because I was actually looking for that same species the other day and I was like typing in frog, and I'm like, wait, it's not coming out. And so then I saw another one, it looked just like it, and it was a toad. And I'm like, oh my God, it was never even a frog. And this lady like told me it was a frog. So like for me, it's like, yeah, like I need to now that I'm older, I'm like, I need to read or educate before I bring in some type of animal into my home.
And look into it, right? Because now
Mhm.
people just label anything, just
Yeah,
try and make a quick buck. So
yeah.
you actually got to take the time to look.
What would you say? Next question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was
You're like,
picking
next
one up. I was
question.
picking one up. I was picking one.
Yeah,
All
for
right,
sure.
what would you say the most expensive like part of reptile keeping is? Like, what would you say like the most? Yeah, the most expensive part.
Um, I think their habitats, like their enclosures,
Yeah.
need to have
Yeah.
like proper enclosures. You need to have like the lighting, how we were saying and yeah, like I think the first time you buy your animal, if you buy like the animal, the enclosure, the light, like everything, if you buy it one day, of course it's gonna be expensive. But
Mhm.
I think for me that's what's been more expensive. And yeah, like you look at the tanks and you're like, oh, it's like a little tank, but sometimes it's like $45 for like a tiny little thing, or like the big ones, like you
Yeah,
see.
like even my little like my bioactive, I think it was like like $44 or something, like 170 after like taxes and all that. But yeah, they get expensive for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I actually I have my husband's side of the family, they have like a kitchen cabinet business. So I was able to ask one of his brothers to help me make an enclosure, and that's what you see here. And
Oh,
it's I think it's actually cheaper to like build your own stuff than to buy.
yeah.
Sometimes but it just depends on what animal and like what type of enclosure they need. Sometimes it's, like I have glass ones. I have this one that's like wood. So just to
Mhm.
see, for example, like for me, I feel like the heating is held so much more better on the wood ones opposed
Yeah,
to
PVC. I know PVC enclosures are a lot easier to like to maintain like humidity wise and like
So,
temperature.
Lazar,
yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Like for sure.
like for sure. Yeah. No, yeah, but tanks are really expensive. Not only that, so are like the PVC racks or any kind of rack. Those things are hella expensive.
Yeah,
Um,
racks are super expensive, and then you have to figure in like the heat, like the heating, like tape and like
tape.
all that stuff too. And then, like after everything's set up too, I think the biggest like change, like the more snakes like I wound up getting, obviously, like you don't realize like that electricity bill is like running,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, and like especially too, like I see you have them like on top of each other behind you.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to figure out a way to also like place everything and like extension cords and like bunch of things
Yeah,
that
the
before you.
organization of it is like wild. Like
Yeah,
every time like I like think about like bringing something else home, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to move this tank out, move this wire here. I'm like
yeah.
retracing everything. Like
And it's like a whole day. Like it takes up your whole day. Like
it
moving a
does.
reptile, even moving a reptile into like your next enclosure. It's like I like no, I need to clear the schedule because like
Right.
you need to take the
After you
dirt
do it
out.
though, everything's like,
Yeah, yeah, and then until you're like add to cart, and then like
yeah, yeah, until you look at your like your account info and then
Oh
you're
my
like,
God, Bosa, seriously?
I rather buy. I can't even build it. Yeah,
I
Bosa's
can't
a
even
good
build
guy.
it.
Dan,
Legos
that's the
are
one guy you
fun.
gotta follow right
I
there.
feel like if I was to like build Legos, like I would be like the person to lose like all the pieces before I'm like halfway done. Like I'd
Right?
have pieces everywhere. Like I walk around my house and I just like pick things up and like put them in random places all day.
See, you're the opposite of me. I probably have it finished built and then get it stuck on me, and then
You just break it. Yeah, you would break it.
yeah.
I'm like the opposite. That shit always happens to me. I always get like hurt or something. Not even funny.
I'm
My ne-
very accident prone. I'm very accident prone. Ever since I was like a little kid though, like with bicycles, with everything, bicycles, animals, like I got bit in the face when I was like 7 years old. I was having like a staring contest, which I shouldn't have. I don't know what I was doing. I was having a staring contest with my neighbor's like Rottweiler. They had like this big Rottweiler, and
No.
she was the most friendly dog ever. And I'm never one of the people like I have a big like pit, you know what I mean? And he's the biggest goof ever. So
Yeah.
like animals are just it's how they're raised, you know. So like she
Yeah.
was a super nice dog. Everything was cool, and we made eye contact. And I found out like you're not supposed to stare at dogs like
Yeah.
directly in their eyes. I
Uh-huh.
didn't know that before. And I think he grabbed either his paw or like he tried to lick me and his tooth got caught, but it ripped my tear duct out of my eye.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
Dang.
Isn't it
Wow.
wild? I've had the worst things
I,
happen.
I'm just picturing that right now, and I'm like, oh my God.
And
I
as
But
soon as it
know. And
happened
then
too,
like
I
the
was
worst as
running
a little
around.
kid, it's like
Yeah,
that's
I was like
crazy.
7 years old and I was running around. Like as soon as it happened, I was feeling around on the ground. I was like, where's my eyeball? Where's my eye? Like I thought my eyeball fell out because I couldn't see. It was just all blood. I'm like, oh,
Oh no.
it's
uh,
scary.
so
Yeah.
my nephew went down a slide the other day, and he
Oh,
ripped this thing right here.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's gone, completely gone.
Oh, shoot. What do they do for that? Do they don't
Nothing.
stitch
They
it, right?
stitched him up. They
They
stitched him up.
do?
He got stitched up, and he goes, Theo, because he's like my baby out of all the my nephews and nieces. And he
yeah.
cuts me. He's all sobbing like, Theo, I got hurt today. Crying.
Oh,
Like I freaking love him. And today I have to take him to the movies right after this. So I gotta be a good Theo, get
Yeah,
off
you
and
got
take
to
him
be
to the movies. So yeah,
girl.
for their birthday, because I didn't take him anywhere for their birthday, so I got to take him to the movies.
oh
Ah,
my
Because
God,
he's
the
been asking,
coming in
yeah.
my
huh?
I'm like the light is like coming in my window. Like it's almost like the sun is like
Super bright.
You look fine.
So, what are your short-term goals and your long-term goals for Reptile Fur Mom?
my long-term goals is just, to give my reptiles like the best care possible. Just have them in like the correct habitats. And well, I like my tortoises are like one of them. That one is small. The redfoot tortoise, she's small, so she's still like in an enclosure, but I let her walk around the house and stuff like that. I'll take her out. Like it's on the daily. Like I'll wake up. The first thing I do is take the tortoises out.
Yeah.
I wake up to like some
And
pies
they
around
know
the house.
too. They
I'm
know
like,
when you have that schedule.
yeah, so the first thing I do is I'll take the tortoises out. I'll leave them out in the backyard, let them do their thing. Everything is fenced, so they don't
Right.
like get out. And so yeah, I think that's one of my goals, just to make sure that I'm caring for them good. Like I said, I don't plan on like having a lot of animals. But yeah, maybe I'll add maybe like one or two. I do have these two empty tanks right here, so maybe that. But
You
I
have
feel
it,
like
Christy?
everyone starts like that. Like, I'm not gonna get that many.
that's what everyone tells me. They're like, yeah, that's what you're saying now, and like later on, you're gonna have like 10 animals. I'm like, don't even say that because I already have 8.
So what's wrong with 10? I have 50. I have 50.
Like nothing.
I got 13 snakes, a crusty, and a pit bull.
Nice.
See, one dog's enough. I'm sorry. One dog, one cat,
I had
they're
four
enough.
dogs. I had 4 dogs at one time because I was doing like fostering. So I had 4 of them at one point in my house, and it was reckless. I was like ready to go crazy.
Yeah.
That's why
See
like
how
the reptiles are so like I love like being able to just be like real like tranquil and like calm and like at night and stuff like when everything's like all said and done, just sitting back and like looking at everything like, man, this is sweet.
thank you, Elazar. I know I'm pretty.
No, for sure. I think that's also one of the reasons why
And
I like
that's
the reptiles, because they're just like peaceful. They're just
Yeah.
like, and then like you holding them, and then like just like it just brings you peace. Like what, like when I
Mhm.
take my tortoises out, I don't know why, like it's like, I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day, and I was like, when you're watching a documentary on TV, and then you're like, man, I wish I had that animal or whatever, and then you turn and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, like I do
Yeah.
tortoise, I got this, I got that. Obviously, like not with like tigers and stuff, but even tigers, man, there's people who own that type of stuff. So like I feel like whatever brings you like some type of peace or some type of, like something to your life, like why not?
Right. And I think like growing up, like animals were like the one thing I could always like turn to, you
Yeah.
know? So like no matter what was going on, I'd be like fighting with everybody else. And I'm like, that's it. Go to my room. And I'm just sitting here talking to my
yeah,
animals,
right.
talking to my rabbits
Yeah.
and stuff, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's why too, like I do, like I love my cat and I love my dog because like it is a completely different thing than my reptiles, but I don't know. I always feel like the animals are not like, like they're not judgmental. They're not anything towards you. They just love you. Like they're just thankful that you're taking care of them and like feeding them and stuff. You know what I mean?
So going into that, do you think reptiles have emotions or feelings?
Yes, of course they do. They're animals. They're living,
Okay.
breathing things. Yeah, they're living, breathing babies.
And you're right, because it's actually been scientifically proven. Because I had it on my TikTok page. I had the whole article. I had
Nice.
it snipped out and put it on the
Listen, people
TikTok
tell
page.
me all the time, they're like, oh, snakes, they're not capable of love. Like they don't, they
Yeah,
just like, you know what I
but
mean?
they
I'm like,
are.
there's no way, bro, because I'm telling you, like, I sit here and I'll kiss on all my snakes and they literally come up to my face. Like,
Mhm.
they love me. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
then they
and
do
it's.
form that bond with you.
Right.
I was just gonna say add into Medusa because it's crazy that you say that because like I went to a friend's house and and I picked up a snake. His snake. It was a black-headed python,
Yeah.
and he's like, I don't have ever had time to hold it or you know or
Mhm.
interact with it. But I had it. I picked her up. I had it right in my face. And he's like, dude, you scared me because I honestly thought she was gonna bite you in the face. I was like, I wasn't scared.
No, yeah.
Uh,
See,
so,
and I know that they can like most definitely sense your fear and like
Yeah.
the way I looked at it, like if you go to like grab an animal and just go like with like calm vibes and just go for it, like
hmm
I get bit a lot less like that. When I think about it is when I get bit.
And I think they sense that, like they kind of
Yeah.
sense, like, wait, like, what are you about? Like, why are you in here? Like, just being you know what I mean? But like, as opposed to like when you go and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna grab you, and you're like talking to it and whatever. Like, I feel like they're kind of more like, oh, okay, like this person's just like calm. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but I kind of feel like that too.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. So William says he's here.
William. Hi,
Yeah, it says
William.
right here, William Jones. I'm here.
Hi, William.
And then my Elazar is like 5150. So 5150 also makes enclosures.
Oh,
If you
really?
follow, yeah, if you follow him on Instagram, he does make enclosures. He does deliver. I think he's out. He lives out by Cali,
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead
so
and get
he's out by you.
5150 ORCT.
Yes, he does make enclosures. I don't know if he still does. I'm sorry, I shouldn't. I shouldn't say he does. I don't know if he still does. When I met him, he did. Um,
But you know a guy.
yeah, I know a guy. That's him.
But you know a guy.
Right. So who is that one person that you looked up to, like coming into reptiles, or did you see anybody that like brought you into reptiles? Oh, he's in Arizona. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
And then
Well, I've naturally liked like like
reptiles.
reptiles and stuff like that, but definitely seeing, like, for example, like my husband's brothers have snakes, and then I have other friends who have other reptiles, just like that, being around them, seeing people interact with them, like that definitely just like added to my want to own one too type of thing.
So what is with that being said though, so what is one thing you could teach someone who's afraid of reptiles? Or who or like what is one thing you could teach them or show them? Like reptiles aren't that bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for me, I'm such a like I'm a visual learner. I'm like a action type of person. So for me, I wasn't always like just like, oh, reptiles. I was actually like scared of reptiles at one point until I interacted with them, like physically interacted with them. So I think when people like interact with whatever it is that they have a fear of, um, I think that really helps, because then you get to kind of see like, oh, like, for example, like I see a lot of people that they're scared of sharks, but there's people who dive with the sharks, they pet the sharks. And I feel like if, you would kind of do something like that, it would kind of change your perspective. So with reptiles, I feel like it's the same. Like when you interact with them, when you maybe go to reptile shows, people let you hold them, or your friends have a reptile and you interact with them. I think that's going to be like the part where you're just kind of like, oh, that wasn't that bad. It was all kind of like in my head type of thing.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay, I get it. John said he has to run. See y'all tomorrow.
Like,
So
Bye,
what do you
John.
think what would your dream reptile be? Like if you could think of like anything.
dream reptile? Oh my gosh, that's like a hard question, because like right now, I currently really like the iridescent snakes.
Oh,
Okay,
like
okay. Like
so like a rainbow boa.
Yes, that's kind
oh,
of
you would love my Fonzie. You would love my Fonzie, my little sunbeam. He's a sunbeam snake. And
right.
then I've got a Brazilian rainbow boa and an IMG. The IMGs are like the increased melanin genes. So they're really like dark boas. And they've got like that bluish purple
Nice.
Pull
iridescent.
them
Yeah.
out. Pull them out, Christian.
Pull them out.
Pull 'em
Pull out
out.
Fonzie.
Pull 'em out.
Who am I pulling out? All right. Let me get, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll do
So
Fonzie.
that's kind of one that's been, in the back burner, just kind of like that'll be like something that I would want to have, but just not at the moment right now. Right now I'm like good with what I have, and but yeah, maybe in the future definitely try to get something like that.
So
More
do you? Hi, Chris. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Angie. Oh, that's Angel Eyes. I was like, who's Angie Marie?
Angel.
Angel's here. I was like, who, Angie Marie? Who's Angie Marie?
I
Okay.
have to be very careful grabbing Fonzie out because he eats
So
live. So like when I when I grab him sometimes, like yo,
Oh,
if he thinks I'm food, like that's it. Like he's crazy. Let's see.
so my
So this
question
is
would
my
be for.
most iridescent
oh,
snake. This is my sunbeam.
Oh, your sunbeam. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, my
yeah, I
sunbeam.
love that. I love
I don't
that.
know if you can even really see
Yeah,
like
you
how
can see it.
crazy.
You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah. He's the most iridescent snake I have though, for sure. Even like more than like my Brazilian rainbow and stuff.
Active. He's active.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
Fonzie. He got chunky too. He got thick. Thick boy. What, Fonz? But he goes mostly under the ground. He's a fossil snake.
Mm-hmm.
So he's from like Southeast Asia.
Nice.
They can eat, and they can also eat other snakes too. The
Oh,
snake eats other snakes as well.
Hey,
okay.
Dusa. Look.
Oh, how cute.
Ah! Oh, you got your Brazilian.
And
Yeah.
yeah, you can see the color on him too.
We got
She's a
twinsies. I
girl.
should get. I'll get
Oh,
Minnie out next.
on her too. She can see like the greens and purples.
Yeah,
Hmm. It's
we
my
Mm,
got
girl.
twinsies.
It's my
yeah,
girl.
she's a cutie.
Yeah, this is
Hi, Lobo.
Rain. Rain, my Brazilian rainbow.
They're active, huh? Both of them, they're active. I have like, it's so funny because you guys have like your big snakes. And I have like the tiniest little corn snake, but he's so cute. I'm sorry, he's so
Yeah, I have two
Or
corn snakes. I have
sunbeam.
an Enery and an Okatee.
Yeah, I like her sunbeams.
nice, nice. Yeah, he's so cute. That's like really cute. I like
Sorry.
the colors.
So everybody's like so beautiful. Our snakes are gorgeous, Medusa.
Yes.
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, this is a sunbeam snake. They're very like hard to come by in like captivity. Like they say that they don't really do well in captivity, but if you do some.
Right? I mean, he's been doing really well with you, so that's amazing. That's all I gotta say.
He gained so much weight too. He's like super thick. He's a thickums.
So I also have retic, so I was gonna pull him out, but I was like, she has a rainbow. I was gonna pull out my rainbow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me get my rainbow too. I haven't
Um,
pulled Vinny out in a while.
so are you like with USARC? What is your take on USARC?
I'm not sure. I was gonna actually ask you, like, I saw that you were with that, so like I just kind of like I'm not informed on that. So
So what USARC does is like when they come and attack, so there was an alert out for I want to say Illinois, like they put like certain reptiles on a white list, so you can't have those reptiles there.
oh,
So what USARC does is they go into like a courthouse, like a court little hearing thing, and they fight for us to keep our animals.
oh nice.
So like if you go to the USARC page, actually if you go to the USARC page and like you sign up, you can become a bronze member. You get a shirt. It's only like $40 for the year. I want to say it's 200 for gold, and I want to say it's like 100 for silver, if I'm right, or maybe more. I'm not sure because
Yeah,
I
I've never heard of that. But I know there is people who just like they don't want you to have certain animals and
mhm,
that. But yeah, like I had
say it
never
right here.
yeah, like to be informed.
I know USARC Florida too, because I don't know if you heard about the massacre they did in USARC. I
No.
mean in Florida, they actually killed. They thought it was a. I think they thought it was a retic, but it
The
was a
pregnant
berm.
boa you're talking about?
Yeah, what was it? A boa?
It was a pregnant boa constrictor, and they thought it
There you
was a
go.
chick.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
Look at Twinnies.
they shot a nail right through his head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that. And you know what? Like, I would never, ever, ever let like somebody come into like my like facility and me not even be there. Like, that's like
Yeah.
Well, he was there. I thought
he
he
was
was
there, but
there,
he wasn't
but
in the room. But the way that I
yeah, he
think
was in
about
the.
it is
They
like,
wouldn't
yo,
let
if
him in the
somebody,
room.
yeah, if somebody was coming to my house to like do something like that, and I had to do it, like I'm standing right there and watching and making sure you touch only what you touch, and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
put
see,
hands on someone over my animals. Like I can't. I wouldn't be able to sit there.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I feel like these animals are just like if you just kind of like educate on them, like they're not
Mhm.
even like they're just minding their own business. Like they're just doing their own thing. That
Right.
mhm.
What is that thing? What is that? Oh, that's Spanish. I was like, what does that say?
Oh my gosh, that's my mom saying
Is it your mom?
yeah, she's
Shout out, mom.
telling me to show you guys my cat, but my cat is not here. Mi gato no está dentro de la casa.
So where is it?
My cat is outside. Like he's an indoor
Wait,
outdoor.
There you go. Thanks, Stan. It's $40 for the bronze, 250 for silver, and 1,000 for gold. Yeah, I was way off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
you do 40 for the bronze, you still get a free shirt. You know.
hi, baby.
yeah.
Hi,
I'll show you
Luna.
if you want to
Chris,
see.
What is
she has
that?
gotten so friggin' nice. Like she's got so like gentle now. She was very, very moody when I first got her. Did you see her bite me in the face?
Right now?
No, not right now.
I was
When I
like, what?
first got her,
No.
like when the first live I pulled her out, I think I was on with Black Ivory, and Ivory was like, "Yo, give her a kiss, Dusa." I was like, "Yeah, I got that." She bit me right in the face.
Yeah, the more the merrier support. Yes. Oh,
There. Oh my god, that's funny.
yeah. Whoops. I accidentally pushed it back. Wrong one.
Yeah, so this is my hero. He's yellow Nigerian.
Oh, that was in that enclosure right there?
Yeah, so that keeps the heat in there. Like they need it hot. Like when I'm telling you my room is hot right now, like
It's hot.
yeah. So he's like
Are
a
you
little
sweating?
yes, he's like a
Me
little
too. My room's hot as well. I think here's like 80 something, so everything's hot. Has to be. Well, not hot,
My
hot,
whole
but
house
yeah.
is 80 degrees, 77 to 80. My whole house.
yeah, I think right now my room is like at least like 80, 85. Yeah, these guys
That
are
was
fat.
that was her first kiss, like since she bit me. That was her first kiss.
Oh yeah, because I forgot that you didn't let her get to your face because she bit you that one time.
Yeah, I
But
usually
that was on
don't.
your TikTok live though, right? She just
Yeah, it was on my live. She came up to my face like she was gonna be nice and gentle, and then she just lit me up like a birthday cake.
Oh, that sounds
Right.
painful.
Yeah,
What's
it
up with
wasn't
animals
too
biting
bad.
you?
listen. So this question's funny, but it's like, what are some ways reptiles communicate to each other?
Like within like the same like species?
I guess. Yeah, same species. I know frogs. They communicate making noises.
Yeah, I know bearded dragons. They'll like bob their heads. They'll be like, "What's up? What's up?" Like type of thing.
They're like, "You want to fight? You want to fight?"
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty much what they do. Yeah. So
What are you doing, Mama? You're fine.
okay.
Mostly
So
like
here's what. In what
I go
ways?
based off of their tongue flicks mostly.
In what ways are reptiles helpful to humans? To us?
Definitely rodent control. Definitely like little bug control. Let me put them back. Um, yeah, they also bring, like I said, I think that they just bring like peace and like different perspective in our lives for sure. But yeah, definitely with that rodent control.
Yeah, they definitely keep the like the animal kingdom in check.
Yeah.
Because snakes are food, and like you said, like how they just like keep everything else in check.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say? Did you just say snakes are food?
Snakes are food for other like animals. Yeah,
Like their prey.
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah,
Well,
no,
yeah.
not for me,
I
dog.
was like, wait, what?
I'm saying like they keep like the checks and balances and like the ecosystems, because snakes are like our food for a lot of like animals, and also like they eat a lot of animals.
Oh my god. My husband is telling me that my tortoise wants to come in. Let in mustache.
Mustache.
That's my tortoise. That's my redfoot tortoise.
So Bosa is also known as Kike. So anybody know who that is? That's Bosa. It's Bosa. I think it's Bosa Reptiles. I don't know if he changed his name
Okay,
because
nice.
he got a new logo. But he's that guy. Follow him. Most positive dude you'll ever follow. Um,
Yep.
he's famous in the reptile hobby. He's like a movie star for the hobby.
Okay. Watch out.
So it's already been 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
That
thank
went quick,
48.
Yeah, I really did.
and y'all got really comfortable really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the vibes are good, they flow.
I know you and Dusa were all like chilling, mellowed out. Y'all started mellowing out,
Sure.
I know. And
but
once we can all vibe off each other, like those are the best podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
exactly, and that's exactly that's right. And you're gonna be here every Tuesday, correct?
I will be here every Tuesday. Yeah, every Tuesday.
Finally, I got my co-host back. Yeah.
You
Wait,
do.
how'd she get on the bottom?
I'm not sure. I was looking at that, so I'm like, why am I in the top?
It's easy. Yeah, I fixed it.
I know we switch. We
Yeah, I
gotta do
fixed
it.
it.
I was gonna say it. Never mind.
We gotta do what?
I don't know. I was gonna say something, but I'll wait.
Snake tacos. What you did? What, Bosa?
Snake
I believe it
tacos.
though. I believe it
Snakes
though.
are friends, not food. Yes, exactly. Snakes are friends, not food. Okay.
Snakes
So
are friend, not food.
before I go, I always ask like this question. I always ask this question because I get different answers and I love the answers, and I'm gonna keep with it. So, if you could change one thing in the hobby slash industry, what would it be and why?
Okay, I think it'll be like if you're gonna like no bashing in a way, like if you're gonna educate respectfully. Don't just
Yeah.
go up to people and be like, well, what you're doing is wrong. Cause like I feel like that's a given. Like you wouldn't want people to talk to you like that. So I think for me, that's one thing. Definitely more care for the animals, like more like awareness about them, like education about them and things like that. But yeah, I think that's some couple things I would change. You said one thing, but that's a couple.
No, it could be any. You can be as many things as you want. I was just asking the question.
Yeah, definitely that. I think just like having the animals in like, good care, good spaces. And of course, we're always gonna have like room to grow, room to learn. We learn things every day about even animals that have been around for a long time. But yeah, for sure, just educate with respect. That's one thing I'm big on.
Yeah.
So you like, uh, what is it? I call it positive criticism.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you're gonna, give me something that's gonna bring more positiveness to me, like better care for my reptiles for sure. But just like the way you go at people, I think should be done with respect.
Right.
There you
I
go.
second
Okay,
that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely. You want to ask a final question, or you good, Disa?
Final question. Dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, dun.
Or constructive criticism? Yes,
Dun,
How
dun,
do you like
dun.
yes,
how do you
Angel.
like the podcast? No, I'm just-
Yeah, how do you like the podcast? What did you think of it?
Yeah, it
You know,
was
for your first
fun.
time coming on.
It was fun. I think I was just like kind of nervous at first, but how Medusa said, it's just, when it flows and the vibes are good, like everything is mellow and I enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for having me on here.
yeah.
Definitely, we're gonna have you back though, because that's why it's
For
only
sure.
45 minutes, so we can have a part two. Probably later down the line, you'll be 10 reptiles in.
Yeah, for
With the
sure.
update,
You'll be
yeah.
like, remember that one time in that one podcast you were
Yeah, remember you said you weren't gonna have all these animals?
I'm
What
gonna clip that
you're
out
gonna
for
come
you
out and
too.
just be this
Oh my
like boss ass
gosh.
breeder.
I'll be
You're
like,
gonna
you
be
remember when
like,
you said this and play it,
bring up the video.
Right? You're gonna just come out and be like this badass breeder and have all these like world's first and be like, oh,
right?
remember when you said that?
For sure. But no, thank you though. Thank you guys so much for like having me on here and just, educating me on stuff I didn't know about.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't educate you on the price properly, but yeah, it's there. Well, yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I started podcasting, really, when I started podcasting, I was just trying to mix different communities, like bringing in Crescent Gecko
Mhm.
before I started doing this solo, or I'll have a special guest. So like next week, you'll probably be on with me, or tomorrow you'll probably be on with me and John, or depending. Uh, but I started doing it because I was trying to, lift up other people.
Yeah.
Welcome them, like welcome them with welcome arms, because most people come into the hobby and they either get bashed for like doing it wrong, they get negative criticism. They're like, oh, you're doing that wrong. You don't know what you're doing. Get out of the hobby. And people
Yeah.
do say that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like just to like actually know that people actually do go up to you and say things like that. I don't stand for that. So that's why I'm here. I do this podcast. I'm just trying to spread positivity, laugh, make people laugh,
Yeah.
giggle, whatever, just mix the vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and that's why I'm here. That's why I feel like why I was put here anyway. So
For sure.
Spread the love. Spread the love, Chris.
spread it. And you already know I'm gonna ask you right now. What's
Yeah.
your what is your positive message before we get on out of here for everybody out there watching?
My positive message would be just to just like respect other people, educate yourself on your reptiles and yeah, like just sending everybody good vibes and I hope everyone has a good day. I don't know. I think that's my
What's your positive message, Christian? Go.
My positive message is just to keep going, just to keep learning new things, pushing yourself like to new boundaries. Just put yourself out there and see what you get back. It's my
There you
message.
go. And that's what I told Diana too when she came on the podcast. I said, sometimes when you come onto a podcast, it opens doors for you. And she
Mm-hmm.
was telling me about like a door open for her, which
Yeah.
congrats on that, by the
Yeah.
way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
So yeah, whenever anybody asks you to be on a podcast, just yes. I always say yes. Even though you're nervous, you may have butterflies. It just opens doors for you, so people actually get to know you, like see
Yeah.
you or see what you're about. You
No,
know.
yeah, for sure. I'm super thankful that you guys had brought me on here.
But
I'm so
don't
happy I met you on here too today.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I'm gonna look for your app right after.
Yeah, guys. TikTok
he's
is
still building.
at
Sorry guys.
Gemini Medusa. At the Gemini Medusa on
Okay,
TikTok.
for sure.
So he's still building. Says nice seeing you, Chris. Back to building enclosures. I go. Have a great day, everyone.
Oh,
So
bye.
Elazar,
Thanks
I'll
for
see you
hanging out.
later. Hit me up on Instagram, bro. You know where I'm at. Instagram, TikTok now. So oh yeah. You already dropped yourself, right, Dusa? Like where they can find you and everything.
Yeah, I did, guys. TikTok is at the Gemini Medusa,
Oh, I
and
forgot to run
Instagram. I
this.
am
Oh my god.
dropping my Instagram, my private Instagram at 10K. So once I hit 10,000 followers on TikTok, you guys will all have access to that as well.
Nice.
Man, I really hate that this went by really quick, but it was fun.
It went
And I
by.
appreciate it did. I was like 45 minutes already, God.
It went super quick.
But I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all coming on. I'm gonna shout out some sponsors real quick. I got CMB Reptiles, we got DNT Retics, South Bay Reptiles, Stitch and Clothing. They make like clothing, shirts. Ship your reptiles. If you type in Untamed, you get 50%. No, $15 off. Your like when you ship out on your order, you check out for your order when you ship out animals. So then we got Blue Tongue Republic and KC Reptile Labs. The Arc Adventures is actually sponsoring my ticket to fly out to Pomona.
Oh shoot, that's what's up.
So
Oh,
that's the sponsor. And then we got Reptile Crew with the merch, always with the merch. Which I wish I should tell him that he needs to get you some merch. Do so.
some merch.
Yeah, he
I'm
does
always
hats.
down
He
for
does hats,
a
shirts.
merch grab.
Johnny from Reptile Crew. He's a cool guy. He's a cool, badass sponsor. He's been with me since day one. He's been positive. He's always about positivity. So I love that guy. Um, and then we got
Yeah, I just
Hognose
want to say
Hub.
thank you to everyone that like all the sponsors, everyone that didn't give up on me coming on here as co-host. It's taken a little bit. I have some things going on, but we're getting there. We're taking off every Tuesday from here out. I will be here.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
And you stay backstage. We'll be right with you. Other than that, guys, I'm gonna leave you on a positive note. Just lift up others when they're feeling down. Check in on your other friends. Like check in on everybody, pretty much, because you
yeah.
never know when they just need to talk or just need a voice. But yeah, just stay positive, lift each other up, and always love on each other. Other than that, y'all have a good night,
All right.
and we'll
Bye.
see you on the next one.
I'll see you guys. Bye.